Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for watching. And if you're old here, thank you for coming back. So today is gonna be a very weird story time. I was reminded of this story today and I was like, oh my god, this is the best story time. It's kind of fucked up. I used to be a bad child when I was younger. I am now 19 and I'm semi-good, you know? Kind of. So this is a story time of how I drugged my dad on accident. I would never drug somebody on purpose, especially my father, my poor dad. This all happened, I have to say, maybe when I was like 14, 15, maybe 16. I'm gonna say like 15, 16 because I don't think I was 14. But I had just moved in with my dad. My dad is a very laid back, cool kind of guy. Like he's not like a I'm a lawyer, fuck you daughter, go in your room, you're punished kind of dad. You know what I mean? Like there's like cool dads and then there's dads that are just like strict dad. I don't know why I thought of a lawyer. I just feel like lawyers are like strict dads for some reason. Yeah, so my dad is like a really cool dad. Like he's super chill, like he's kind of crazy. Like that's where I get my craziness from. When I was younger, I did smoke a lot of weed. I drank a lot of alcohol. I did a lot of other drugs. I can get into that in another video, but I was a bad child. I was a bad child. Me and my friend Tiffany one day, we decided we're gonna make weed cookies and then bring them to this water park that we were going to the next morning. So we're sitting there smoking some weed ourselves, like in a little bowl or whatever. When we make weed cookies, when we used to make them, I do not smoke weed anymore. I don't do drugs anymore, but when we used to do it, we wouldn't make like the whole like butter, like, I mean, if you smoke weed and like you know of this stuff, it kind of makes more sense, but to people who like don't understand it, when you make real weed cookies, you make it like, you put like the weed in like this butter and like make it that way, like fresh homemade cookies. But how we did it was we take the weed, we crumble it up, we put it inside a cookie and bake it, and that's how it worked. It worked. We still got high off of it, whatever. We were like, hey, let's make these cookies so we can be high at this water park, because like that's a great idea, right? We're so dumb, so dumb. So we're smoking weed, whatever. We make the cookies, we put them in the oven. And then we're just like hanging out, like being dumb, like watching TV, eating some chips, you know, like munchies, like oh my god. Then we take the cookies out of the oven and we plan to like package them up in like little plastic bags with a soda or like a sandwich or something, like in like a little lunchbox, so people aren't like, oh that's weird, like why do you have cookies, just cookies, you know. We took them out of the oven, we put them on top of the oven, and we just kind of like let them cool, you know, turned off the oven, whatever, let them cool. And us being high, like smoking weed makes you like tired, so we fell asleep. My dad is a chef, so he comes home very, very late, and he comes home, he's kind of stumbling around, he's kind of drunk, whatever. Not drunk, but he had like a drink or two at work. So he comes home and my dad loves cookies. He loves cookies. So us being stupid, we were asleep. He came home, he ate about 8 of the weed cookies. And when I tell you 8 of the weed cookies, one of them, barely even one of them, probably half of them we were gonna take each at the park, because like edibles of like weed, it hits you a lot stronger than it would if you were to like smoke that same amount. This guy, my father, ate 8 of these weed cookies, 8 of them. Mind you, like I said, we were only gonna have like half of that, like half of one cookie. So he eats, he eats 8 whole cookies, and he is just hanging out for a little bit. And another thing, when you eat edibles, it takes a little bit longer to kick into your system. When you smoke weed normally, it would hit you like right then, or like in 2 minutes or something like that, like 30 seconds. But when you eat weed, it takes about like 20 to 30 minutes to kind of kick in. So during that 20 to 30 minutes, me and my friend Tiffany, we're passed out, we're sleeping, whatever. I don't know the full story of what happened, but my dad and my brother could tell it a lot better. But he said that all of a sudden he looks up and the whole room is like spinning. And mind you, he does not know these are weed cookies. They don't taste like weed cookies. It just tastes like chocolate chip cookies, because like I said before, he was kind of like buzzed from drinking, whatever. He didn't really care, he was just eating the cookies. So he doesn't know that he's high right now. He said he looked around, he said everything looked weird, and my dad has smoked weed in the past when he was a child too, so it's not like a foreign thing to him. He knows what it does and all that stuff. And he was freaking out, so he goes into my brother's room and he's like, I don't know what's happening, but I think I'm having an outer body experience. I can't even say that with a straight face because it's so funny. My poor father had no idea what was happening. He felt like he was out of his body. He didn't really, especially because he didn't know he was high. He just didn't know what was going on. And then he also thought maybe I'm having a heart attack. Maybe this is what like a heart attack feels like. He had no idea. And he said, from my brother's perspective, my brother said he was just on his computer like listening to music, and my dad opens the door and he's like, I think I'm having an out-of-body experience. And his eyes are bright red, like red as a freaking like bloodshot red. And my brother's just like, what is wrong with you? What happened to you? Did you smoke? And he's like, no, I didn't smoke. I don't smoke weed. Like, my brother comes out of his room and he goes downstairs, and all he sees is my dad like hugging all of our dogs, saying goodbye. He's like, because he thinks he's having a heart attack. He's like, my dad's obsessed with his dogs, which I understand. Like, I'm obsessed with like my dogs that I have, so I understand. Like, he's so obsessed. He's like going up to them, like hugging them, like I love you, like saying goodbye to all of his animals. And me and Tiffany are still passed out on the couch at this point. So my dad ends up going upstairs and like goes to sleep, and like he's out. He's passed out. Good night, Dad. Whatever. So my brother comes downstairs again after this happened. He comes downstairs and he wakes me and my friend up and says, you guys can't smoke weed in the house anymore. Dad's getting high off the fumes. And I'm like half awake, like, what? Like, what do you mean Dad's high? Like, you don't wake up and like think like Dad's high off the fumes. Like, what? Like, first of all, I don't think you can even get high off of weed fumes, but like, I was sitting there thinking like, okay, first of all, what? Dad's high? Second of all, what? You can't get high off fumes of weed unless you're like in a car and everybody's like hotboxing a car or something. And then I just like, it just clicks. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, no. No. Oh my God. And I like run to the kitchen. I'm not even kidding you. There was like not even like half of a cookie left. He ate every single one of the cookies. Every single one. I was like, oh my God, he ate all our cookies. First of all, I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't, like, I hope he's okay. Like, I hope he's not flipping out. And then I was just like, oh my God, he ate all our cookies. Now we don't have any for tomorrow. My poor father was like high on weed and thought he was dying, having an outer body experience because I drugged him on accident. And so the next day I wake up and he comes downstairs and I was like, hi Dad, how was your night last night? He's like, Marina, you fucked me up. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And like I said, my dad's not like a crazy, like super like strict parent. And so he kind of like just laughed it off, and I felt so bad. I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that, but like you ate all of my cookies and I'm kind of pissed. My poor father thought he was like dying because of me. I drugged my dad. Anyway, that's the story of how I drugged my dad on accident. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more stories like this or other stories that have happened in my crazy, stupid life, give it a thumbs up also, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to subscribe, I will be making many more videos, so hit that subscribe button below. Like I said, I was a very bad teenager, so if you want to hear more stories from my like crazy high school years, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you would like me to do more videos. I definitely have a lot more story time videos like this one and crazy drug experiences, because like I said, I was a bad child. I'm not a bad child anymore. I'm a good child. Also, I'll link my Twitter and my Instagram down below as well. Bye. I look like goth, but my boobs look fantastic. Can I do like a little shout out right now? Is that a thing? I'm gonna take a picture to show my friend that I'm recording, because she watches all my videos, because she's a true friend. So I think I'm gonna do like a little shout out to my bitch Maria. My bitch Maria. I'm sending her the Snapchat right now. So I was a very crazy child when I was a teenager. Oh, I was a very crazy teenager when I was a child. I had a stressful day today. You know what I did today? I went to the mall. That's stressful enough. Thank you. Don't mind that Sephora bag in the back. I went shopping today. This is my pet. I don't need an animal. All I need is Sephora. M for my dog. I'm so immature. It's like unhealthy. My poor, poor father. He didn't deserve anything that